Hey, welcome to Marywood Conference South baseball tonight between the Stratford Tigers and the Marathon Red Raiders. This is going to be hopefully a replay of the game they played on Tuesday night, where Stratford ended up taking one away from the Marathon Red Raiders by a score of 4-3, and it was a great game. Marathon jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Stratford battled back to tie it at 2, went ahead 3-2. In the top of the 5, Marathon tied it up again at 3-3, but in the bottom of the 5th for Stratford, Riley Spindler hit a home run in deep left to score the 4th run and the go-ahead run for Stratford. Riley Spindler took one deep, and that provided the winning run for Stratford. The pitchers of record for that, Christian Rain, led off the game. Struggled a little bit the first inning, went 3 innings. Drew Gage came in and pitched the last 4 and it turned out to be the winning pitcher of the game. The loser was Cody Ratke, who pitched 6 complete. For the conference in the Marywood South, right now Stratford 3-0. Conference, Stratford 6-1 non-conference, Marathon 1-2 in conference, 5-4 overall. Right now, currently, Stratford and Auburndale are tied for first. It's really interesting the way the Marywood works. The bottom 2 teams, Assumption and Newman, will probably be swept by most other teams. And if you're looking to win the conference, you're going to have to sweep one of the top 4. The top 4 are considered Stratford, Auburndale, Marathon, and Edgar. If all those teams split with each other, you're going to have a 4-way tie probably for first place in the Marywood South. The big thing is Marathon has got to hope for a split tonight in order to have a chance to maintain or have a chance at winning the conference. Stratford, they want to sweep Marathon in order to give them a lead over Marathon in the conference. So it's a really, really good matchup tonight. We'll see how it goes. On the mound for Marathon, all-conference pitcher last year, Blake Underwood for the Red Raiders. Another first-team all-conference for Stratford. Jack Tubbs was an all-conference first-team performer last year for the Stratford Tigers. So it'll be interesting to see the 2 first-teamers for each team, leading off in the top of the first tier in Marywood South Conference action. And there's the first pitch. Great night for baseball. There's almost no wind, which is kind of unheard of this spring. We look at the flags out in right center by the scoreboard, and I see the big flag over Marathon Cheese isn't going right now, but no wind whatsoever. It's actually warm out, and the count goes 2-0 in the favor of Tubbs. And the temperature, the last I checked, was almost 60 degrees, so we've had 2 good days here in northern Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, with some rain coming tomorrow. So it's important to get this game, and looks like rain is on the western part of the state. Ripped to center field in front of Cody Ratke, and Tubbs leads the game off with a single. So Tubbs starts the game. Jumping on a fastball from Blake Underwood. Dumps it into center field in front of Cody Ratke. Runner on first for Stratford. Now batting, Riley Spindler, kind of the hero of the game on Tuesday night. Took one deep against Ratke. There goes the runner down to second, and they got him. Nice throw by Cale Quaintance, the catcher. Ian Shute, the second baseman, put the tag down, and John Arado at base got him at second with caught stealing. So first out of the inning, Riley Spindler, behind in the count, 0-1. Blake really relies on that outside corner with his curveball. The last couple games of behind the plate ump's been very generous for both teams on that. Looks like a little tighter strike zone so far tonight. Spindler to shortstop. Second team all-conference last year for the Stratford Tigers. That are outside and low. Blake, like one of those breaking ball or curveball pitchers, they got to find that release point where they started in, and it just catches the outside corner. Blake's last 2 have been outside by quite a bit. Third one right in the same place. Oh, it's been very consistent so far. 3-1, the count on Spindler. Nice fastball by Blake. Count goes full. Gets the signal from Quaintons. Ripped to dead center. Cody Ratke going back, still going back. And he makes the catch in dead center. That was well hit by Spindler. Cody Ratke, probably one of the fastest center fielders in the conference, ran that down in deep center, probably close to 390, 380. You can see the 400-foot sign in dead center. Cody was just a little bit to the left of that. Well hit ball by Spindler, but it remains a long out. So fly out to deep center for the second out. And that brings up Vance Kelman, the third baseman. 2 outs. There's that curveball, gets the outside corner that Blake likes. Great defensive play. Cody Ratke, honorable mention all conference last year for Marathon. That one's driven to left. Drew Wolfel coming in. Shallow makes the catch for the third out. So F7 on that one for the third out. And after a leadoff single by Jack Tubbs, Underwood gets the next 2 to fly out to center and left field. And after a half inning of play, it's Stratford nothing and Marathon coming to bat here on Zaleski Sports. Back after these announcements.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
If you're looking for a local builder you can trust for your next home project, you found them in Underwood Construction. With decades of experience in building homes, replacing siding, decks, garages, and roofs, there is no home project they can't help with. Underwood Construction is a fully insured builder covering all of central Wisconsin. No matter your next project, if you need someone you can trust to do it right at a great price, call Underwood Construction at 715-573-5754.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon for Marywood South Conference Baseball. What a great night for baseball. Like I said, not windy, warm out, something we're not used to so far this spring. Stratford Tubbs led off the game in the top of the first with a single, caught stealing by a nice throw by Cale Quaintons. Riley Spindler flew out to center, and Vance Kelman ended up flying out to the left fielder for the third out. Now batting for Marathon, the leadoff hitter, kind of changed the lineup a little bit, did Coach Warren. True Thurs, the shortstop, will lead off. True Thurs, a second-team all-conference performer last year. And we'd like to say special thanks here to Ryan. Ryan is kind of like the BMOC, the GOAT of the control board up here. He's kind of the brains of the operation. Special thanks, Ryan. Thanks for helping us out. If something goes wrong, I'm pulling up the white flag and asking you for help. So here we go. True Thurs, a left-hander, batting left-handed, facing the pitcher, Drew Gage. Drew fouls one off down the third base line. Drew Gage goes ahead in the count, 0-1. Big night in Wisconsin, too, with the draft over at Green Bay. Be interesting to see how that goes. They expect 250,000 people. CNT would be nice to be over there just to see how that really is over there. Foul back, 0-2. I know you could get on the NFL pass and get like a free pass to the main area, you know. But then where do you park? How far do you walk? What do you want to put up? They had 0-2 right now on Thurs. Takes one the opposite field, but right there to make the grab is the left fielder. Make sure I get the name right here. The left fielder, Jack Remus. Jack Remus with the grab. F7 for the first out. Batting second, Cody Ratke, the center fielder, made a nice catch that took a nice double for sure away from Kelman. There's that outside corner, first one. Yeah, they said over at Lambeau Field they have actually a dive bar set up in the middle of the thing that you can get punched, pull tabs, shake of the day. Typical Wisconsin. Cody Ratke fouls it off down the right field line, out of play. You can get a fish fry, introducing people to the Wisconsin atmosphere. Interesting to see how that would be. Gage ahead in the count, 0-2. Ratke missed that curveball. Ratke goes down on a strikeout for the second out of the inning. That brings up Cale Quains, the catcher. Cale, a second-team all-conference performer last year for a Marathon. Cale's kind of had a hot bat lately. Been doing really well as a catcher position. Gage from the windup. Goes ahead in the count. 0-1. Down the third base line. Foul. Gage ahead in the count. 0-2. 2 down here in the bottom of first. Nice thing about being at these baseball games, you get to smell the concession stand, the brats, the hamburgers. Kind of makes you hungry, doesn't it, Ryan? Both agree. Here's the pitch. Pop behind us. Coach Warren's big on battle for the next pitch. Always want the next pitch. Make something happen. They had kids chasing down the foul balls. In the good old days, I remember when I was a kid, you bring a foul ball back, you get a Mr. Freeze pop. Down first base line, foul. Game Tuesday night was a really good game between both teams. Said Marathon jumped out to 2-0 lead. Stratford came back, grabbed the lead. Marathon tied it, and Spindler in the bottom of 5 said, sorry, game over with a home run. 0-2. All right. Cale up the shortstop. Bobble. Can he get him in time? He does. So Cale grounds out to the shortstop. 6-3 on that one. Making the play at the shortstop was Riley Spindler. So after one complete, the score remains 0-0. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
From carpeting options to vinyl plank, Marathon Flooring is a family-owned business focused on local service and values. They specialize in both home and commercial flooring, treating every project as its own unique style. Transform your home from the ground up with Marathon Flooring.
Come see handcrafted gifts at the Copper Mug in Marathon. Find seasonal themed decorations, clothing, and gift options in our new lower level boutique. When you shop the Copper Mug, your business supports local artists, crafters, and families in our community.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon for Marywood Conference South. Baseball between the Marathon Red Raiders and the visiting Stratford Tigers. Hey, we'd also like to thank TNRW Auto Body. Mosinee offers top quality collision repair. They'll have your vehicle way back the way it was quickly and efficiently while also offering 24-hour towing and courtesy loaner vehicles and a lifetime warranty on their work. That's TRW Auto Body Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. It's always easy to say that, but not too fast. So leading off here is Brady Berg, the catcher for the Stratford Tigers. Takes a strike. We look off to the west, and there's some darker clouds coming. Hopefully that'll hold off for a while, at least to get the varsity game in. There is a JV game to follow, usually about 4 innings. Rip to second base, shoot on a one hopper. Over to Krause at first to retire Berg. So Berg goes down 4-3 for the first out of the inning. That brings up Jaeger Orman, the first baseman. Underwood on the mound. Little low. Outside. It's nice to see somewhere like Green Bay getting that recognition to have the draft. You know, the smallest market in there, 250,000 people expected. Good for the economy. And to put Green Bay back on the map. Outside and low. And most people, when they watch the draft, they all want their team to pick the best player, but I think they also like the controversy, the trades, the boos. Should have went here, should have went there. There it is. 3-1's the count. You get all these draft grades, but really you can't grade a draft until 2-3 years down the road to see what happens. So 3-1 here, 1 out, top of second. That's the outside corner. That's where Underwood likes to live when he pitches, on that outside corner. Count goes full to Orman, the first baseman. Just a little bit inside. Orman draws a walk. First walk of the game given up by either pitcher. That brings up Jack Remus, the left fielder. Remus follows it out. Right side, out of play. Remus retired true thirds for the first out in the bottom of the first. On 1. Quaint gets a signal from the marathon coach on what pitch to call. Popped up. That's going to drift out of play. Oh, it hits the top of the dugout. So, Remus falls behind 0-2 to Underwood. 1 out. Checks the runner. Curveball. Catches him. Look, a nice pitch by Underwood. Remus goes down by strikeout for the second out of the second inning. First strikeout of the game for Underwood. That brings up Colton Haupt, the second baseman. Again, in time. Again, as you're watching that pitcher, watch his left foot, the foot that's on the rubber. His right foot, he's got to step back before he throws over. Popped up on the in, out of play. Nope. Foul territory, and Krauser makes the grab. So F3 for the third out, and after an inning and a half of play, there's still no score here in Marathon, where it's Stratford nothing and Marathon coming to bat. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Chuck and Ryan welcome you back to Zalewski Sports, where Marathon Red Raiders are taking on the visiting Stratford Tigers in Marywood South baseball action. Stratford's been retired in order through the second inning. Now at bat, Drew Wolfel, the left fielder, bottom of second. Pokes one foul down the first base line. Gage jumps out in front. I take that back. Orman, the first baseman, drew a walk in the first inning off to Underwood, so he wasn't retired in order. But Gage retired Marathon in order in the top of the first. 1-2-3. Second pitch. Low. Count goes 1-1 to Wolfel, the left fielder. Gets him with a high fastball. Wolfel behind it. Falls behind 0-2. They say that high fastball comes in, and even the major leaguers, when that high fastball comes in, it looks so big, and generally they swing underneath it. Wolfel calls timeout. Again, both catchers getting the signals for what pitch they want from the coach in the dugout, and then they relay that back to the pitcher. There it is, high and outside. Boy, Berg was set up just perfect on that one. He wanted it high and outside, and he didn't move his glove, and there goes Wolfel. A strikeout victim here in the second for the first out. Second strikeout of the game for Gage. Now, Blake Underwood, the pitcher. Pitcher on pitcher here. Right down the pipe, fastball. So important for those pitchers to get ahead in the count. Allows them to dictate what pitch they want to throw next. If you fall behind, popped up. And that's going out of play behind us. Underwood falls behind 0-2. Currently, Stratford and Auburndale tied for first on top of the Marywood Conference South. Chequamegon leading the Marywood Conference in North. Gage is bringing some heat. You can hear the pop when it hit Berg's mitt. Curveball hit to left center. Going there is the center fielder. Makes the play on that one. So Tubbs records a second out on a fly ball from Blake Underwood. Fly ball to Tubbs. One wrestler hitting to the next wrestler. Underwood for the second out. Brings up Owen Krauser, a sophomore first baseman, to face Drew Gage. Gage has got some nice control tonight. Berg's putting that mitt right where he wants it, and he doesn't even move it. Gage also works really fast. Inside. You talk to most baseball players, when they're on defense, they want that pitcher to work fast. Because the slower pitcher that works, they can never get ready by using that fast tempo. it forces the defense to maintain or to be forced to concentration. Foul tipped. Berg couldn't hang on to it. When you get that pitcher that kind of dilly-dallies up there, the defense waits and waits and waits, where you talk to a lot of those kids. Looks like Berg got nipped a little bit. That's why the home plate umpire goes up there and cleans out the plate. The home plate umpire and the catcher kind of look out for each other. I've seen catchers, when the home plate gets dinged a little bit, the catcher will kind of delay the game a little bit, let the home plate, and you can see they're talking and laughing, and they kind of protect each other, which they got to. So Krauser falls behind 1-2 in the count to Gage. Krauser chokes up on the bat, hoping to make better contact. And blows it right by Krauser for the third out of the inning. So after 2 complete, it's still 0-0. Stratford and Marathon battling in the Merriwood South Conference baseball game. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Looking for a new or different career path right here in Marathon? Look no further than AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in the Marathon Business District. Hiring for fabrication and more, this local company offers competitive pay and plenty of flexibility. AH Machine is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of the city of Marathon. Good luck to the Marathon High School athletes this season from AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in Marathon.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Tuck and Ryan back here on Zaleski Sports, where Marathon and Stratford are squared off in a Merriwood South baseball game. We have Christian Ram, the DH for Stratford, here in the top of the third. Still nobody out. Gage for Stratford, 3 strikeouts, kind of moving along. No trouble. Underwood the same. Face 1 over the minimum, 7 batters. Blows it by Ram, the DH. Looks like Gage, more of a power pitcher. Underwood, more of an off-speed pitcher. There's that off-speed. Hit the shallow center. Here comes Ratke coming in and going out. True thirds. Calls him off. So 2/3 with the catch from his shortstop position for the first out. That brings up Matt Shanehouse. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, the right fielder. Little low. As you're watching, the nice thing about having this camera angle the way it is here in Marathon, you can watch where the catcher sets up to kind of give you an idea where he wants that next pitch. High. Shanehouse jumps ahead in the count, 2-0. Again, no wind to speak of tonight. Outside and low, 3-0. If you're Shanehouse, you're sitting on a fastball. Underwood doesn't want to walk him. Inside walks him. Yes. Second walk of the game given up by Underwood. Stratford with a base runner here in the top of the third inning. That brings up Drew Gage, the pitcher, who's retired the order twice on Marathon. Shanehouse gets the lead at first. Curveball coming in for a strike. Oh, bad throwback from Quaintance to Underwood. Shoot it back there to back him up. Again, as the pitcher, watch the foot on the rubber. They have to step off before they can go to first base. Pops it up. Right side. Krauser giving chase. So did Kunkel out in the right field, and it drops between them. A long strike on Gage. Over to first. Back in time. Grounder to third, that's short. Over to second to shoot it for one, and not in time for the relay. Marathon trying to turn the double play that time. Gage was able to beat out a fielder's choice. Gage was able to beat that out, and Shane House has retired 6-4 for the second out. That brings up the top of the order. Jack Tubbs, a single in the first inning, was then caught stealing. So 2 outs here. Throw over to first. There's that outside corner that Underwood likes to live at. Jumps out 0-1. Tubbs again, an all-conference performer, and he's also named a WIAA Scholar Athlete, so congratulations to him on a great high school career and a great acknowledgement, because you're not only judged on for the first athletics, you're also judged on what you can do academics. WIAA announces 32 of them each year. Riley Spindler now batting. Throw down a second, and they do not get Tubbs. Well, I have the mistake here. I had Matt Shanehouse batting, but actually Christian Rain was the DH for him. I didn't have that listed in the book, so my apologies for that. So Tubbs is at second after a walk. And it was Gage. Curveball hit right back up the middle. Cody Radke on one bounce center field. Here comes the throw home. It's not going to be in time. And Tubbs scores from second on Spindler's base hit. Single. So again, I apologize for that. I did not notice who the DH was for that time. Vance Kelman, the third baseman. He was a second team all-conference last year for Stratford. So Gage do the walk. Last inning now. Vance Kelman flew out. Right field, hit deep. No, average thing. Cody Radke in center for the third out. So Kelman flies out to center field for the third out. But Stratford scratches across an RBI single by Spindler, brings Tubbs across, who had walked. And after 2.5, Stratford takes a 1-0 lead. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Marathon's favorite bowling alley and family fun center is Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon. birthday parties, nights out with the family, night leagues, dinner with the family, and so much more is all under one roof at Marathon Sports Center. Open for lunch and dinner on Wednesday through Sunday with a menu that includes burgers, pizza, nachos, Friday fish fry, and so much more. You'll love the fun, energetic atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch the big game and plenty of space for your next celebration or event at Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon.
So Chicken Ryan back here in Marathon, where Stratford on an RBI single by Spindler brings home Tubbs for the first run of the game for Stratford, and Stratford takes a 1-0 lead here going into the bottom of the third. Leading off for Marathon will be the third baseman, Evan DeBrew. Evan takes one down the third base line, out of play. Gage faced the minimum so far. He's got 3 strikeouts on the game so far. 1-2-3 first inning and a 1-2-3 second inning. Curveball. DeBrew misses. Again, thanks for the Copper Mug, Marathon's favorite place for holiday festive local home decor, the Copper Mug. This is filled with excellent gifts. Find them on Facebook or stop by the Copper Mug here in Marathon. Here's the pitch. Bounced in the dirt. Evan DeBrew, a hit by pitch extraordinaire. 6 times this year, 19 last year. He takes one for the team. Whiffs at the curveball again. Drop third stripe, tags him out. And Evan DeBrew goes down on strikeouts. 4th strikeout for the game for Gage. You can definitely say he's in the zone. Grant Sulber now. DHing for Ian Schuda, the second baseman. Behind on that one. Straight fastball. If you're a pitcher, you got to like the weather. No wind. Warmer, you stay sharp. Popped up behind us. Hey, thanks for Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Curveball didn't curve. Grant ducks out of the way. Evens the count at 2-2. Grant, the junior. To right field it goes. It's going to slice. And nice catch by the right fielder that time. Matthew Shanehouse does a nice job, comes in. And for a right fielder, that's hard because the right-handed batter, it tends to slice away from you. He played it perfect. So Grant puts the bat on the ball, but unfortunately it goes right to Shanehouse for the second out. Nice job there by Shanehouse, the right fielder. Now brings up Colin Conkle, the right fielder for Marathon. Takes it high. Colin hasn't batted much. Usually he's just in there for defense. Ooh. That was an extended strike on the far outside corner. But like we say, there's usually a dictatorship when it comes to the ump. What he says goes. No one gets to vote. Back up the middle. Conkle takes a curveball and beats out a single. There we go. First hit of the game, Colin Conkle with a single. That brings up the top of the order. True Thurs flew out. 2 Tubbs in center field. Two out. Berg does a nice job of keeping it in front of him. ripped to right field. But right there, had him played perfect, was the right fielder that time, Matt Shanehouse. Another deep fly to Matt Shanehouse, and that retires the side. So after 3 complete, it's still Stratford 1 and Marathon nothing. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Tucking right back here in Marathon, watching the catcher. They usually get 5. Pitcher gets 5 warm-up pitches between each inning, and the catcher throws it down. Now stepping up the bat for Stratford, Brady Berg, the catcher. Grounded out to second in the second inning. Stratford up 1-0 here in the top of the 4th. Underwood on the mound. Inside. Underwood wanted that one. Four strikeouts for Berg. Only 1 strikeout for Underwood. Marathon has drawn 2 walks. Stratford has drawn 2 walks. 1 hit for Marathon. Way outside and low. Oh, I think he's going over to coach and says, all right, Blake has a tendency to kind of give a ump a little bit of a stare when he doesn't agree with him. And the home plate umpire talking to Coach Schilling and said, you need to talk to him a little bit. Because as you do that to the ump, your strike zone gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Coach Schilling out there to settle him down. Hey, just pitch. And that's good job on the home plate umpire to preventive umping, as you want to call it. Give him a little heads up. You better knock it off. So let's see here. Berg ahead in the count, 2-1. Nice block by Quaintz, the catcher. Goes ahead 3-1. So 1 hit for Marathon, 2 for Stratford. One by Tubbs, 1 by Spindler. Quillen Conkle, the only hit so far for Marathon. Fastball popped up. Foul territory, giving chase to True Thurs and Evan DeBrew, and True Thurs knocks over Evan DeBrew, and True Thurs comes up with the play. So Brady Berg flies out to the shortstop for the first out, who knocks over Evan DeBrew. They get up, they both laugh. True he had a better angle on that one. Evan was kind of backpedaling. True Thurs, the shortstop, had more of a, kept the ball in front of him, made the play. 1 out. Going into short on the hop. Thurs over to Krauser. In time, tag to make sure. So Orman, the first baseman, goes out 6-3 for the second out. That brings up Jack Remus, the left fielder, a strikeout victim in the second. Number off the fist, over to shooter at second. He bobbles, picks it up, and throws in time to retire Remus, the left fielder. So a 1-2-3 inning for Underwood on the mound for Marywood. And after 3.5 innings of ball play here in Marathon, it's Stratford 1 and Marathon nothing. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
You should apply for an open opportunity at Marathon Cheese.
It's where you want to start your career. We have a lot of long-term commitment employees. They work with you and it's great pay, great benefits.
I choose to stay at Marathon Cheese because there's always an opportunity.
Marathon Cheese has worked really great for me and my family.
They donate money to different charities and different things that bring the community up.
There's an opportunity to grow in this company.
Working here at Marathon Cheese has given me a great work-life balance.
I wouldn't work anywhere else. I love working at Marathon Cheese.
Too many people struggle with pain and injuries. At Mark's Chiropractic of Marathon, our goal is to get you back to doing the things you love. Whether you're looking for an adjustment, muscle work, laser therapy, or dry needling, we have you covered. Learn more by reaching out to Mark's Chiropractic on Main Street in Marathon, or check out our website at marathonchiropractor.com.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon, where Stratford still leads Marathon Red Raiders 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Hey, we'd also like to thank Weeks' Bar & Grill offers a full menu of lunch and dinner options with burgers, appetizers, and weekly specials, and Friday fish fries. Make your plans for lunch at Weeks' Bar & Grill on County S between Marathon and Edgar. And Gage works very fast, records a strike on Ratke, the center fielder. Ratke, a strikeout victim in the first. Grounder back to Gage, fields it, drops it, over to first to retire Ratke. Ratke goes down 1-3 for the first out. Gage working quick, throwing strikes. That brings up Quaintance. Rounded out to the shortstop in the first. 1 out in the bottom of 4. Hey, we'd like to also thank Shearer Construction. With an office right here in Wausau, Shearer Construction offers commercial, custom home expertise throughout Wisconsin. For your next construction project, look no further than Shearer Construction. Check out their beautiful work at shearerconstruction.com. The pitch, curveball high. Want to know the count? Inside. Nice thing about the camera work here in Marathon, you can kind of get an idea where the pitch is. You really don't know high or low, but inside and outside, it does give you a good view. Off the handle of the bat. Over to the shortstop. Spindler. And Quaintance goes down again to Spindler. 6-3 for the second out. Spindler, a nice, again, an all-conference second-team selection last year. That brings up Wolfel, a strikeout victim in the first. Gage very methodical, throwing nothing but strikes. Inside. Two out here in the bottom of 4. A little low. 2-0. Marathon's only had 1 base runner so far. Hard to score when you don't get anyone on base. Wolf all over the head. Oh, nice play by Spindler. Spindler goes up high to rob Wolfel of a single that time. F6 for the third out. So Spindler takes down Wolfel with a nice over the shoulder jump as high as I can catch to take away a single. So after 4 complete, it's Stratford 1, Marathon nothing. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
If you're looking for a local builder you can trust for your next home project, you found them in Underwood Construction. With decades of experience in building homes, replacing siding, decks, garages, and roofs, there is no home project they can't help with. Underwood Construction is a fully insured builder covering all of central Wisconsin. No matter your next project, if you need someone you can trust to do it right at a great price, call Underwood Construction at 715-573-5754.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon. This game is cruising along. Not many two-base hits by Stratford, one by Marathon. Good, clean, good defensive baseball game. The game is flying by. So that brings us to the top of the fifth inning. Top of the fifth, Colton Hulp flew to the first baseman in the second inning. Colton, the second baseman. Underwood on the mound. Ripped down the third base line, just foul. DeBrew over there in time, in case it was fair. Would have took a heck of a throw to beat him, though. So 0-1 the count. Back up the middle. Shortstop Thurs comes in, throws over to Krauser for the first out. And Hump goes down 6-3 for the first out. Christian Rame, the DH. Popped up to the shortstop in the third. Curveball a little outside. Outside low by his second curveball. Rame the DH ahead in the count. 2-0. Reno. Sure, Rame's sitting on the fastball, but most coaches call it, give him the stop sign, don't swing. Make him throw that first strike. Yep, he's taking all the way. 3-1. Got to come with a strike again. I'm sure Rame is sitting on a fastball, but Underwood's not afraid to throw that curveball. And he walks him. Base on ball by Rame. Third walk delivered by Underwood. Counterpart Gage has yet to walk anyone. Really good control tonight. Rame on first base, the DH. Back in time. House, the right fielder. Caught a lot of outs tonight for inside pitch. Does it hit him or not? No, it missed him, but we'll credit that one a wild pitch. And Rame, the DH, goes down to second. They're asking the first two ball, okay. Okay, they asked him if it hit him. Field umpire said nope, it didn't. Count goes 2-0. Second time Stratford's had a runner on second. Tubbs the only one before, and when Tubbs reached second, Spindler knocked him in with an RBI single. Gave him the 1 run to take the lead. 2-0, 1 out, top of 5. Nice job by Quains to keep it in front of him. Thing here in Marathon, there's not much of a backstop here. If there's a pass ball, you better hope it goes off to the first or third base side if you want to advance. Anything right behind him, catcher, all you got to do is turn around and the ball's back at you. 3-0. Inside. Second walk of the inning by Underwood. The Stratford group all fired up there. Like to see dugouts into the game. Back your team up. It's only 1 out. Hit the left field to Wolfle. Wolfle comes in on the 1 bounce. Hits the cutoff. A base hit. That loads the bases. Tubbs with a single that time. That brings up Spindler. The shortstop, Spindler, with an RBI single in the third. Ripped down the third base line. DeBrew steps on third. Goes across to first. In time! Nice play by DeBrew. That was a hot smash by Spindler down the third base line. DeBrew played it perfect. 1 step on third. Over across to Krauser to double up the speedy Spindler. And the magician Underwood works his way out of it after 2 walks and a single. Keeps Stratford from scoring. It means 1-0, and sometimes that's all a team needs is a little bit of momentum on their side, but Stratford still holds the lead after 4.5 complete, 1-0. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
From carpeting options to vinyl plank, Marathon Flooring is a family-owned business focused on local service and values. They specialize in both home and commercial flooring, treating every project as its own unique style. Transform your home from the ground up with Marathon Flooring.
Come see handcrafted gifts at the Copper Mug in Marathon. Find seasonal themed decorations, clothing, and gift options in our new lower level boutique. When you shop the Copper Mug, your business supports local artists, crafters, and families in our community.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon, where Blake Underwood got out of a bases-loaded jam courtesy of a double play ball. Third baseman DeBrew gloved it, stepped on third, over to first to retire the speedy Spindler. Now we're bottom of first. And Berg, who's just been wheeling and dealing, wheeling and dealing, throws over Blake's head. Blake Underwood, if you know something, nice thing about Marathon, they have what we call the bleacher creatures out there in left center. They all back their pickup trucks up to the fence down there, and they chatter up there to keep everyone alive, the bleacher creatures here in Marathon. Underwood heading to count, 1-0. High. And sometimes you see that's all a team needs is a little momentum. And after that nice double play ball that Spindler hit into that time, and maybe that gives Marathon the momentum that they needed. Gage behind in the count, 2-0. Comes back with a fastball. Sometimes just throwing that fastball for a strike, you get your confidence back, you get the groove back. There it is, 2-2. The way Gage is dealing tonight, you better take a fastball when you see it. Outside low. Count goes full. They got Marathon, the only hit so far by Quillen Conkle, the right fielder. Underwood hit Spindler shortstop, and he bobbles it. And Underwood is now on with an error. E6, and maybe that's momentum that they gain now. Stepping up, Owen Krauser, a strikeout victim in the second. Spindler made a lot of plays tonight. That time, I think he just hurried it a little bit, sidestepped it, bobbled it. Underwood was safe on an error. Underwood with the lead. Berg checks him and throws back over his head. There goes Underwood down to second. Nope, he knew better. Pickoff move that time over Orman's head, but a short backstop. Underwood thought about it. Coach Schilling says, no, you're not, and Underwood stays. Underwood looking to go. Squares the bunt, and Owen Krauser bunts it foul. That time, Owen, if you look at the bat, you always want to keep the bat head up above the ball. And that time, Owen, as he squared the bunt, he dropped the bat head down, and he lunged for it, thus pushing it foul. Kind of a fundamental. Underwood back after a bluff. See, that time he wasn't on the rubber, so he didn't have to step off. You only have to step off once you're on the rubber. Squares again. Missed, offered. Strike 2. 0-2. Those are opportunities you don't like to give up. He bunted right, he attempted right through that one. It was a fastball right down the pipe. Now he got to swing away. Outside, good job by Berg down to first base. Not in time. Good snap throw by Berg. You know you got a good catcher when at the first baseman, you better get back there because you know the catcher wants to throw it down there. 1-2 to Krauser. Gage in control here. Wouldn't be surprised if he comes with another curveball. Balls it off. 1-2 the count here in the bottom 5. Hey, thanks to Marathon Cheese is made up of family employees founded in the heart of Wisconsin local dairyland. It's the people who work at Marathon Cheese who bring such passion and commitment to make Marathon Cheese so special. Hey, consider joining a career move. Join Marathon Cheese family and apply at mcheese.com. Marathon Cheese. Outside, great job by Berg. You can tell he's a good catcher. He keeps his whole body in front of him. He doesn't lunge. He doesn't reach for it. The whole body moves. Gets his glove down. Krauser, a strikeout victim in the second. Blows it right by him. Krauser, another strikeout victim for the first out. That brings up Evan DeBrew. Started the double play on Spindler in the top of 5. Hey, special thanks to Underwood Construction. For a custom-built home you want to work with the best, and Underwood Construction right here in Marathon is the perfect place to turn. For your next home building experience, look to Underwood Construction here in Marathon. First base hump, had to run over there and check something. Now we're back live, 1 out. Evan DeBrew, a strikeout victim in the third. Ooh, that was pretty low. Nonetheless, what the ump says goes. Five strikeouts, courtesy of Gage. Snap throw down to first. Ooh, boy, if he was covered, they had him. Orman was a little off first base and down the line. If he would have been on first base, Underwood would have been dead. They're keeping him close. Underwood with a good lead. Number down the first base, a little late. Goes foul. Gage now ahead in the count. 1-2. Hey, thanks to Access Insurance for all your personal, business, and auto life insurance needs. There's always a local agent you can look to at Access Insurance. Have your friend in your corner customized. Learn that more at accessinsurance.net. Access Agency, their business revolves around you. There goes Underwood down to second, and he's going to make it in time. It goes off his foot, but he ain't going anywhere. But the Brew goes down on strikeout for the second out. The Brew on the second strikeout. Underwood goes down to second on a steal. That brings up Grant Salber, the DH for Ian Shootout. Grant flew out to right field in the third. Still here in the bottom of 5. Game's cruising along. Good job. Really like what Berg does there. Some of these, you watch these pro catchers in the majors, they always have their right leg way out to the side. You're kind of asking to get hit there. He's one of those old-fashioned catchers, both knees underneath them, keep the body in front of them, easier to move right or left, and it protects your leg. Ooh. 1-1, strike on the inside corner. Way behind it. Gulber misses. He trying to drops his shoulder. That caused him to swing underneath it. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of 5. And then close. He's going to protect. Drives it over to second baseman. The glove, the pickup, and the throw. So Colton Hupp, the second baseman, retires Grant Salber for 3 for the third out. Here in the bottom of 5. After 5 complete, it's still Stratford 1 and Marathon Red Raiders nothing. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon, where Drew Gage and the Stratford Tigers are just cruising along with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Marathon had a mini threat last inning. They finally had a guy down to second base, Blake Underwood, but couldn't advance him any further. So that brings back Stratford on the top of the 6th. And it looks like the Brewers dropped another one. They were ahead different parts of the game, but they dropped another one to the San Francisco Giants to lose that series 3-1. They got beat today 6-5. Again, waiting for the draft to start occurring here in Green Bay. And leading off here for Stratford, in the top of the 6th, Vance Kellman, the third baseman. Down the third base line to the Brew, picks, throws across the lane. Krauser with a nice grab on one bounce to retire Kellman. 6-3 for the first out. Kellman 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a ground out. That brings up Brady Berg, the catcher. Again, neither pitcher approaching that 100-pitch limit that in high school, when you reach that 100 pitch, you're done. Curveball in there. And the way it works in high school, you throw 76 to 100 pitches, you got a 3-day rest. You throw 50 to 75 pitches, you get a 2-day rest. 31 to 49 one day, and anything less than 30 pitches or less, you can pitch the next day. There to protect the arms of the high school athletes. Evens it up at 1. Hey, thanks to Infinity Exteriors, installing a peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. X Infinity Interiors. There it is. Jumps up. And to count 1 and 2. Game cruising along. Top of 6. Stratford still up 1-0, hoping to sweep the Marathon Red Raiders and maintain their lead in first place in the Marywood South. Berg down the first base line. Krauser dives. Misses. Kunkel gets it into the cutoff shooter. And Berg with a single. Berg now 1 for 3. That brings up Orman, the first baseman. A walk and a ground out to the short. Berg gets a lead off on first. Outside. Checking the runner. Right back up the middle. Shooter makes the grab over to third. At second for the fours. Nice job by Shooter that time. That was a heck of a play. Orman gets a fielder's choice on that one. But Berg goes down 4-6 for the second out. That's a nice play. That was a base hit right up the middle. Shooter goes right behind second base, dives for it, flips it to third. Third could not get the return throw to first for a double play. And Orman's on with a fielder's choice. That brings up Jack Remus, the left fielder, strikeout victim, and a ground out to second. 2 out. Thanks to Marathon Flooring. Bring your home to the next level with a new floor, carpet, or upgrade from Marathon Flooring. Marathon Flooring, transforming your home from the ground up. Thanks to Marathon Flooring. We'd really like to thank all these sponsors. Without the sponsors, this wouldn't be possible. And the nice thing about Zaleski Sports here, you can be anywhere in the nation and watch your relation or watch someone you know. You don't have to worry about reception. So thank again for these sponsors. Support them whenever you can. 1-1. As the infamous Euchre would say, just a bit outside. What a goat we're missing with him. Checks the runner. Curveball out with a nice break on it. That really flows Remus, the left fielder. Count evens at 2 outs. Right 3 is called on the outside corner. And Remus goes down for a strikeout for the third out of the inning. And that ends 5.5, where Stratford still leads the Marathon Red Raiders 1-0. We'll be back after these snowments on Zaleski Sports.
Looking for a new or different career path right here in Marathon? Look no further than AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in the Marathon Business District. Hiring for fabrication and more, this local company offers competitive pay and plenty of flexibility. AH Machine is locally owned and operated and is a proud supporter of the city of Marathon. Good luck to the Marathon High School athletes this season from AH Machine on Maratech Avenue in Marathon.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon, where Stratford still leads the Marathon Red Raiders 1-0. Story of the game so far can really be offense. Right now, Stratford with 4 hits, Marathon only with 1. Berg cruising along as a pitcher. He's got 6 strikeouts so far. And Underwood's been battling runners on bases the whole game. He's given up 4 hits, and he's also given up 5 walks. Conco with the only hit. Back up the middle, second baseman ranges over to first in time. So Colton Hope, the second baseman, retires Quillen Conco. 4-3 for the first out here in the top of the 6th. That brings up True Thurs, the shortstop. Flew out to right field, flew out to left field. 0-2 on the day. Curveball in there for a strike. Again, Marathon's only had 2 base runners, a hit and an error. Stratford's had bases loaded, first and second, until they got the run early on. Underwood worked out of a bases loaded jam earlier. Thurs takes one for a ball, 1-1. Can't say enough about Gage's job on the mound so far. Thurs pops it up behind us. 1-2. Hey, I'd like to thank Marathon Sports Center. You'll always find great food, cold drinks, bowling leagues, and a great place for your next party or get-together. For the best in Marathon dinner or get-together, come to Marathon City Sports Center, South Highway 107 in Marathon. Thank you, Marathon City Sports Center. Aye. Works it at 2s. Couldn't tell you the pitch count of either pitcher. Some places have a pitching count on the scoreboard. Some don't. We don't. 2-2. Chop to third. Over to first. And Vince Kellman on a 1-hopper from True Thurs requires 2 thirds. 6-3 for the second out. That brings up Cody Ratke, a strikeout victim in the first, and a ground out to the pitcher in the 4th. 2 outs. A lot of speed in Cody if he can get on. Pops it out of play behind the first base dugout. Gage continually works ahead in the count. He gets that first strike across, and it puts him in charge. The way he's pitching today, boy, he's just done a wonderful job. Curveball rounded off the plate. Foul ball. 0-2. Again, thanks for all the sponsors here who continually sponsor high school athletics on Zaleski Sports. Make sure you patronize them. Thanks for doing this. There is a JV game, about a 4-inning game to follow, that will not be on Zaleski Sports. Here's the pitch. Setting up outside. And Cody swings through it for a strikeout for the 3rd out. And after 6 complete, Marathon still trails Stratford 1-0 going into the 7th. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Marathon's favorite bowling alley and family fun center is Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon. Birthday parties, nights out with the family, night leagues, dinner with the family, and so much more is all under one roof at Marathon Sports Center. Open for lunch and dinner on Wednesday through Sunday with a menu that includes burgers, pizza, nachos, Friday fish fry, and so much more. You'll love the fun, energetic atmosphere with plenty of TVs to watch the big game and plenty of space for your next celebration or event at Marathon Sports Center on Highway 107 in Marathon.
Chuck and Ryan back here in Marathon, where Stratford still holds a 1-0 lead over the Marathon Red Raiders here in the Marywood South matchup. Tonight's matchup. Again, Armadale's 4-0 in the conference. Stratford 3-0, Edgar 2-1, Marathon 1-2. And if you get swept by a team, you're probably not going to win the conference this year. So Underwood taking a mound here. Squares the bunt. Ooh. Colton Hope, the second baseman. Fly out, popped up to the first baseman and grounded out to the shortstop in the fifth. 0 for 2. Strike on the outside corner. Underwood jumps ahead 2-0. Pittsfield plays Edgar. Tomahawk at Armadale. Grounded up the shortstop. Thurs makes the glove. Over to first. Krauser and Hope goes down. 6-3 again for the first out. So with Auburndale 4-0, Stratford, if they win, will go into 4-0. Edgar 2-1. Marathon 1-2. Can't afford to fall to 1-3 if you want to have a chance to win conference. Here comes Underwood. Hits the outside corner to Rahm, the DH. Rahm a walk. Oh, right in the hole it goes. Rahm just reached out and plopped that into left field. Right past the Brew at third and shortstop. Thurs. Hopeful gets it in the outfield. Fifth hit of the night. Rahm, the DH, with a single. That brings out Shane House, the right fielder. 1 out. Again, 5 hits for Stratford. Only 1 for Marathon. Squares the bunt. Right back to Underwood. Over to first. But Rahm goes down to second. Shane House with a sacrifice bunt for the second out. That brings up Tubbs, the center fielder. Had a great night tonight. 2 hits so far, unofficially. The WIAA Scholar Athlete. 2 outs. Shooter trying to keep him close. Steps off. Calls Quaintance out. We got to get this straight here. What are we going to call? Okay. And top of 7. Game's flying along. Good pitching matchup between Gage and Underwood. Underwood shakes him off. Underwood doesn't want to give Tubbs anything to hit. Tubbs with at least 2 hits tonight. Rahm, the DH, lead off at second. Shooter trying to keep him close. Tubbs all conference last year. Low outside strike. Underwood gets that strike he wants. One and 1. Batted up middle. Third makes the glove. Over to Krauser with the stretch to retire Tubbs for one of the few times tonight. Tubbs goes down 6-3 for the third out. But that brings a Marathon needing to run to make the game last a little longer. After 6.5 innings, it's still Stratford 1, Marathon nothing. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Chuck and Ryan back here at Marathon, where Marathon's got to do something this inning or else this game is over. Stratford takes a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Brings up the meat of the order for Marathon. We got the number 3, Quaintance, number 4, Wolfel, and number 5, Underwood. Quaintance 0 for 2, 2 ground outs to the shortstop. Quaintance. Second team all-conference last year for Marathon. Gage he's strike after strike. Just doing a great job on the mound. Right down the middle with his fastball. Again, 5 hits for Stratford, only 1 for Marathon. To the right field, there goes Quains with a little opposite field signal. And there's the second hit of the night for Marathon. That brings Drew Wolfel up. Wolfel a strikeout victim in the second. And he lined out to Spindler at short, who robbed him of a single in the 4th. That's only the second hit of the game for Marathon. Well, maybe that's the Quaintance gets the lead. Not a big one. Wolfel squares the bunt, ducks. Not a bad idea. Draws in the third baseman. Quaintance back, steps off. Squares the bunt. Bunts in front of the mound. That's a perfect sacrifice. Down to first it goes. And they get Quaintance over to second. It's a great sacrifice bunt by Wolfel on that one for the first out. But it does move Quaintance to second. That brings up Underwood, the pitcher. Only second time all game that they've got a guy on second base. Wolfel with a great sacrifice. Keeps the inning alive. 1 out. Underwood up. Low and inside. Quaintance on second. They're not really holding Quaintance on. He can get a lead as far as the shortstop. Popped up to the first baseman over there. Second baseman Hope comes in to call him off. Had a better angle. And Underwood flies out to the second baseman for the second out. That brings up Owen Krauser. Twice a strikeout victim to Gage. Quaintance on second. Again, they're not really holding him on. Second baseman making no effort. Shortstop. Krauser falls it back. Again, here's the no surprise. Gage ahead in the count. 0-1. So far, a great pitcher's duel between Underwood and Gage. Krauser just trying to make contact. Get one through the infield. Popped, and that could drop in there. No. Oh! Boy, I thought that one had a chance for a second, but Owen Krauser flies out to the second base Hope for the third out, and that is the ball game, as they would say. And with that in mind, Stratford sweeps Marathon this year, 2 games to none, and they take a bigger lead and maintains the lead in the Marywood South with Auburndale 4-0. We'll be back after these announcements on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Hey, welcome back to Marathon. Chuck Wolfelton here speaking to Drew Gage, the winning pitcher tonight for the Stratford Tigers. Stratford gets a run early in tonight's game, takes a 1-0 lead early in the game against Marathon. Marathon can't get much going courtesy of this guy, Drew Gage, the junior. Drew, you pitched a heck of a game. What got you going? The matchup, the rivalry, what was working for you tonight? Because whatever you did, it worked.
I don't know. Just came out to compete, wanted to win. I mean, they posted on Instagram, but that didn't really.
Oh, was there a little bulletin board material that you got a hold of?
Yeah, there was.
Oh, okay.
So.
Hey, if that's their mistake, if they give you the bulletin board material and you use it, I was really impressed tonight of how you got ahead of every batter. It seemed like you got to the plate, boom, and you were ahead 0-2, 0-1. Was that your game plan?
Yeah, I just want to go throw strikes, throw hard. Yeah. We got a good pitching coach, Spaeth. He helps us get to these moments, and showed today.
Did it seem like you relied a lot on your fastball? You had a good location of your fastball. Did you rely mostly on your fastball? Did you mix in a couple breaking balls?
Yeah, I threw a lot of curveballs. Most I threw all year, but yeah, start off with that fastball. I can't touch it, and then curveball to end it. So.
And then that fastball had a lot of body pop. We could hear it up there when it hit Berg's mitt. You could hear it up there, and I was really surprised. You told me this is only your 3rd game all year you've pitched. What, are they holding you back?
I've been going through some stuff, so yeah.
Oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. So now what this does with this sweep of Marathon, it puts you and Auburndale now at 4-0 in the conference with some good games coming up. Yeah. Who do you guys got coming up?
Auburndale Tuesday. So Yeah.
Oh, for the lead of the conference here, won't you? And plus, this game, by beating Marathon, too, it also gives you an advantage in the seeding meeting when it comes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Drew Gage here. A heck of a job on the mound. Pitched ahead all night in the count. Really had some heat on his fastball. It's only the third time he's pitched all year. So, Drew, I got to ask you something here. Who's in the house?
Drew Gage is in the house.
There you go. Thanks, Drew. Congratulations. Good job. And that does it for Zaleski Sports.